Rich versus wealthy. What's the difference? Rich versus wealthy. Is there a difference? Have you ever asked yourself this question? When you think of wealthy people nowadays, what comes to your mind? Perhaps you think Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg? Many people equate being rich as the same thing as being wealthy. Both the rich and the wealthy have lots of money. But the truth is, there's a big difference between the two. The difference is that the rich have a lot of money, but the wealthy not only have a lot of money, but they don't worry about it that much. Here's a quick overview of the difference between rich and wealthy. The rich and wealthy both have lots of money. Rich and wealthy have so much money that they drive fancy cars, have multiple mansions, and eat at fancy restaurants. While sharing some similarities, they also differ in some key ways. A good example would be a lottery winner. People who just won the lottery can suddenly become rich, but that doesn't necessarily mean he or she is wealthy. Unless he or she invests their money in a business, real estate, or stocks, he can lose it in a matter of months, if not days. So being wealthy is really about how long your money can last. As Robert Kiyosaki, the author of the famous Rich Dad, Poor Dad book, once said, being wealthy is the number of days you can survive without physically working, and yet still be able to maintain your standard of living. According to him, wealth is measured in time. Understanding all the distinctions between the wealthy and rich is important. If the rich versus wealthy comparison is weighing on you, here's the quick answer. If you're rich, you make a lot of money. You have fewer or zero investments. Most of your money goes to the credit card debt, mortgage, fancy dinners, fancy holiday trips, or children's educations, or other expenses. You have to work every day to keep earning money. The moment that you stop working, the money stops coming. If you're wealthy, you also have lots of money. But you have income producing assets like real estate, stock investments, and businesses. Your money works for you. You don't work for your money. Keep watching for more tips on the difference between the wealthy and the rich. Key difference number 1. The rich earn a lot of money. He or she can be a CEO of a major corporation making $2 million a year, or he can make a lot of money in his own business. While the rich might have a high-paying job, he still gets to wake up every morning and go to work. The wealthy, on the other hand, don't have to work. They've built significant income producing assets which provide them with cash flow to cover their monthly expenses. In other words, they don't have to work for money. Money works for them. Key distinction number 2. Wealth. A key distinction between the rich versus wealthy people is that the rich is not building income-producing assets such as real estate, stocks, or businesses. Rich people may earn a significant wage, but a higher income does not equate wealth. These people are usually called high earners, not yet rich. Henry's, high earners, not yet rich, is the abbreviation, or the term to describe people making between $250,000 to $500,000 a year, but have not invested enough to make them wealthy. The Henrys are usually CEOs, lawyers, or those earning significant salaries. They may earn a lot of money, but much of it goes to tax, schooling, housing, cars, and other debts. And if they stop working, they won't be as rich. Whereas wealthy people have sustainable generational wealth. Wealth that can be passed from one generation of a family to the next. More of their money goes to building wealth investments rather than costs. Wealthy people will always be wealthy. A good example would be the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies. and others. Their wealth has lasted multiple generations. Key difference number 3, patience. Another key difference between rich and wealthy lies in how much patience you have. While many people can become rich, not too many can become wealthy. Only the patient, the disciplined can become wealthy. As Warren Buffett once said, wealth is the transfer of income from the impatient to the patient. To become wealthy, you have to have discipline, focus, and you have to be able to delay gratification. It requires years of hard work to build an asset base big enough to have cash flow to become wealthy. But how do you transition from being rich to getting wealthy? Now that you know the difference between the rich versus the wealthy, how do you become wealthy? Rich people earn a substantial amount of money. However, they have fewer or no investments, making them less likely to become wealthy. But there are several ways they can transition from being Henrys to being wealthy. Here are several steps on how to get wealthy. Number 1, seek help from a professional advisor. If you're rich and want to become wealthy, you should consider hiring a financial advisor. A financial advisor advises clients on how to save, invest, and grow and manage their money. They help set financial goals and help people create a plan to achieve them. Number 2, developing better spending habits. One of the habits of the wealthy is spending less than you earn. In other words, they live below their means. So start developing better spending habits by setting up a budget to track all your spending. By doing so, you'll know where your money goes. Number 3, increasing savings. Increasing savings is just as important. You'll likely need a large sum of money to invest, start a business, or for a down payment on a real estate property. Put more money in a high savings account, a certificate of deposit, or a money market account. Number 4, invest in stocks or real estate. Wealthy people don't just save. First they save, then they invest, and over years, they grow their asset base. Investing in the stock market is one way the rich become wealthy. First, you must know how the stock market works and begin with low-risk investments such as mutual funds, index funds, or ETFs. The best Vanguard funds are a good option. You should also consult a financial advisor who can guide you. Another way the rich can get wealthy is through real estate investing. More than half the people in Forbes made their money through real estate. Number 5, contribute to a retirement account. Because rich people earn a significant amount of money, they also pay a lot in taxes. One of the ways rich people become wealthy is finding a way to reduce tax wherever they can. Retirement savings accounts, such as 401ks, are a popular investment vehicle for tax benefits. A 401k allows you to benefit from your employer matching pre-taxed investment dollars, which reduces your reportable taxable income. The bottom line is that being rich and being wealthy are related, but often confused with each other. Both have lots of money. However, they have several differences. The rich's money is consumed by consumer debts, mortgages, educational costs, etc. There's not much money left for retirement savings or investments, whereas the wealthy have income-producing assets such as real estate investments, businesses, and stocks. Well, that's all I have for you today. Please let me know what you think about this topic in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.